La verdad que ni me acuerdo dónde me quedé ayer. No me acuerdo de nada. Bueno, eso está juego media orilla, así que nada. Vale.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
No me acuerdo qué me dijo el loco esta noche, ni para qué tenía que venir, pero bueno, vamos a preguntarle.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of her allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Sad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the Bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Vamos a ver, ¿dónde coño me quedé? A ver. Negocia, encuentra el charlatán. Vale, vamos a ir para hacer estas coño. Vamos al lío. Hombre, la verdad que está gráficamente mola. No es tampoco nada del otro, o sea, nada espectacular, pero está guay. ¿Me quemo? No. Ojo más falso, eso es. Una pila de cadáveres.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Oh, ya está. Pues estoy también. Hombre, el mapa está guapísimo. ¿Cómo está hecho? Ah. Vamos con el comerciante primero. Bueno, ese, sí. Ya que estamos.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take 2.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even...
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for
Vale,
good
lo pega. Pues sí, un poquito de lore. Un poquitito de lore. Vale, suda. ¿Y aquí qué país? Vale. Hostia, también puedo tocar el del pavo este. Que tiene que ir, regalo de madre. Mierda. No puedo abrirlo. Vale. Pero a ver. Pero no me explica nada más. Es que no... Hostia, juego por el mapa. O sea, estoy en esta puta esquina. Qué calidad. Vale, mola. Vale. Antes de irnos para la isla. Vale.
Ah, finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see,
No se ve la acción,
I
qué
am
feo.
still in excellent condition.
Come on now. I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cup.
Greenblood, do you need something?
Nada, fuera.
I must leave you.
Vamos. A ver, que te ponga así. ¿Y dónde estará? A ver. ¿Y este? Se ha quedado ahí echándose una siestecica en la paja. No lo entiendo. Me cago en la puta. Hostia, ¿cómo eran los putos controles? Trampa, vale, sí. A ver. Joder, pero es que no... Joder, paquete soy, socio. Hostia, qué paquetillo. Cago en su puta madre. Es que no le pillo el truco a los putos controles, tío. Ahí, sin máscara, echarle un poquito. A ver con el otra vez.
Have you finally made up your mind?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Are there any nasty side effects with this?
There are none.
I will think.
As you wish.
¿Y aquí qué me dice? Desenmascarar, es que no me da más. Vale, pero que te pire. ¿Quieres que me dé un poco de lore, tío, para yo...? Ah, vale, mira. Vale. Sí, hay que meterse por ahí. Sí, y matar a los hijos de puta, eso. ¿De aquí no se ven? No. Pero hay que matar a esos hijos de puta. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver. A cuadrado y triángulo. No, de nada, lo siento. Vamos a ver. No, tiene que ser aquí. La furia. Pausa táctica. Atajos avanzando. Enverdear mal R1. Secundario. Cancelar, bloquear. Confirmar, esquivar. Vale, esquivar y bloquear.
To my help, and death to the others!
Joder, puta madre. Gracias. Ay, su puta madre.
Things are about to
Ay,
get
hay unos
dicey.
pollos. Ay, mierda.
You're wounded.
Ah, los socios. Ah, los socios. Esquivando y esperando a que mi socio me ayude. Muy bien. A ver. A ver. Coño. Aquí. Una pocioncica de maná. Vale. Sí, estoy paqueteando, lo sé. Qué jamón. Pues para mí. Aquí, velocidad. Ah, mira qué bien. Ah, resultados de experimento. Vale, pues para mí. Cojones, me equivoco, socio. Algo más por acá. Sí, algo más por aquí. Ah, cofrecito. Munición, mi guante y mi bota. El set completo al final. Joder. Suficiente ya. Y... estos son peores, fíjate tú. Aunque tiene resistencia elemental. Me bajo una defensa. Pero me da 4 resistencia elemental. Va. Hacer la cura y ahora da un paseico. ¿Esto lo puedo subir?
The merchant is there.
Vale.
To my help, and death to the others!
¿Qué coño?
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Hostia. Joder. Su puta madre. Mira. ¿No puedo coger otra? Ah. Puta cámara, ¿cómo se mueve?
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I am gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, You don't have the right!
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him, before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
A ver. Por aquí. Estos quieren pelear, ¿no? Seguro. Hostia, qué guapo eso. Coño, quédate ahí, hostia. No, se verá esto. Vale. Estos quieren pelear.
Hello, my lady.
Señora. Eso es para mí, ¿no? Vale, aquí robando. Vale, fuera, hombre. Eso es para mí.
Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you.
Aquí
What is
está.
your pleasure?
A ver.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Teofredi.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
¿Dónde está el hijo puta este? Ah, arriba. No, que por allá arriba. Ah, abajo. No, ese que está arriba. Vamos a ver. ¿De coño está el cabronazo este? Vale, eres imbécil. La cocinica.
Locked. I don't have the key.
La coña. Ahí está mi socio. Algo por aquí para darme. Sobre no. No. Venga. Vaya. Puñalaica.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that's found you. Have you seen the mob that's gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce. And he's the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy. To criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners. Making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace, and earned Sahin's hatred.
A ver, la poción, eso
Are
sí.
you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled. But I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice. But it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people.
Perhaps.
Venga, sí. Puta pira. Uf, vamos a arrestarlo,
I'm
hombre.
sorry, but I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver you to Dr. Sahin.
My lady, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough. You are under arrest.
How unjust.
Puta pira, hombre.
I am finished. Sahin is going to throw me in the bottom of a deep cell, if not worse.
Venga, puta pira. Vamos a quedarnos por aquí. Aquí. Socio, ¿cómo entras tú tan rápido? Mi habilidad es lo bastante alta. Y cuando coño sudan, Hostia, es que esto tiene arma ahí con buen enganche, hijo puta. Y ahí hay nuevo. Nada nuevo, ¿no? Nada, tío, no hay nada. Está la puta cocina. Joder, se cierra la puerta siempre. Ah, está todo true. Vale, vamos a salir ahora de esta. Vamos a poner aquí un save. pilla por ahí. ¿Está mejor que lo que yo tengo? No. Y ahora que no lo puedo acá. Joder. Avisa a mi socio.
The merchant is there.
Good day, my lady. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
Vale.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
No me he enterado.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendants seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You were demanding a second payment, but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
I don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lady de Sardet, niece of the Prince d'Orsay, and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion and theft. You know as well as I that the Congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise without delay, unless you'd rather your master is hung, and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lady. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo!
Oh, yeah.
The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Vale, esa es la principal. ¿Cuánto coño? ¿Dónde está esa misioncica?
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say that I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He is hiding in a room in the Coin Guard tavern.
Why didn't you have him arrested?
Angry citizens have gathered round the building. They have sworn to avenge themselves after discovering his fraud. I decided it better to avoid the mob. But if you wish to capture him alive, I advise you to hurry.
Governor Buren will be happy to learn that a legate with great assiduity will soon be joining the island of Tir-Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest present for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Entonces tengo que anillo de magia de vino. Bueno, pero no me había fijado. Artesanía roja. Vale. Sí, está guapo. Son cartos de magia. Vale, pues... evidentemente... ¿Qué países? Bueno. No más daño. Va. Un poco simple el método. En sereno. ¿De coño está sereno? ¿De coño está aquí? Vale. Mucha niebla, ¿no? Para disimular un poco la carencia. Nada, ¿no? Eso sí.
Lady de Sade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tir-Fredi as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Acabo de pillar. A ver, está todo el mundo en la mierda. Vamos a ver qué por dónde venía. Principio del juego. Sí. Claro, aquí hemos empezado. Vale. Vamos a guardar.
To my help, and death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Greedfall! I can't hold on much longer!
Todo el pueblo se va. Ahora te levanta. Pues venga, pues dámelo. Vale. Coño. Es exactamente lo mismo. Justo ahí. Ah, mira, puto marcador está ahí.
There are some days when you'd rather get drunk all day than have to suffer through this evening.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's niece. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
Miss Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office. Be back soon, Captain.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin. As you will...
Have no fear. I will bring him back.
I'm still without news of my cabin.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin, but to be honest...
Did you say he was intending on... My men spoke of a rather...
That isn't...
Let's go and find him.
Happy to be of some...
Be back soon, Captain.
Y aquí se va a quedar la cosa. Pues ya estaría.